Alright, roguelike fans, welcome back to the 2010 7-Day Roguelike Challenge, and our next game, we're looking at from that era called Smash Arena by Ed Kolis. I fired this up yesterday, played for a few minutes. The only reason I didn't record it yesterday was online it said it could take an hour or two to play, and I had to go to work, and I don't know if there's a save feature, so I didn't play it. I'm just going to double check. I don't believe there is a... No, I don't believe there's a rule book of any kind. That said, from what I saw, I guess I grasped the basic concept. We're going to play on medium, just to get the baseline normal game experience, I guess. Easy would probably be too easy, and hard would probably be too hard. Medium should be just right. M. All right, so here we are. We're at Arena Level 1. You can see here we started with, because we chose medium, I believe we started with 100 gold. I don't know if it tells us that anywhere on the screen. Yeah, it does. Gold 100. We are currently using our fists. In our offhand weapon, we have fists on our heavy feet. I don't know what that means. Our armor is our skin. Our defense is 0. We can dodge 60%, I guess. Let's try pressing V. If I know how this works, if it works the same as last time, I faced a bat and 2 other monsters. I don't remember where they were. Yeah, a bat and 2 ants. So it looks to me like, from what I saw of this game, it seems to be a literal arena experience, i.e. you are thrust into an arena, and you survive for as long as you can and make as much money as you can. You spend that money in between bouts to, fucking get better. I don't know if there's a victory condition. If you make it to level 10, if you make it to level 100, I don't know. Is there a way to win? I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's any random variation in the setup. There's no, well, you'll see in a moment, but there doesn't seem to be a map. It seems to be just a big open arena, at least on the first level. And apparently it's the same monsters every time. So let's shop for equipment. When I saw level up, by the way, I tried that last time, and I didn't get a chance to test for sure. But I don't believe you spend 12 gold to level your character up. I believe you spend 12 gold to deliberately move to the next arena level, whereupon you could fight, tougher monsters for more money, is my guess. But let's try level 1. S, shop for equipment. Let's get some stabbing implements. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. Let's get a short sword. Yeah, buy it! To compensate for long. Never mind. Thank you. Come again. Press space. Let's return to the shop. Let's also wield something. Can we do that from here? Can we quit to leave the shop? Let's try changing our primary weapon by pressing P, and we're going to use a short sword. Yeah, wield it! To compensate for our long... Oh, never mind. All right. So you can see now primary is Prima short sword. It is a Prima short sword that we bought here. Let's buy a armor. No, I want to put on skin. Or I guess A, yeah. Yeah, wear it. Wear your skin. That's fucking disturbing. I don't know if our dodge dropped when we put on the short sword, or if it just dropped now when I pressed yes, use skin. Whatever. Let's shop for equipment. Let's get things to wear. Let us buy a leather armor. B. Yeah, buy it. Thank you. Yeah, buy it. Whoops. Did I press Y? Press space. Okay, got it. Let's go out of here by pressing Q. Let's go right here by pressing Q. Let's go to change our armor. A. Let's wear leather. Yeah, wear it. I didn't see what it said, by the way. Pick some armor. Vegans refuse to wear this. Okay, it's just nice to see what the joke is. Give us defense 2. You can see there. If we have enough money, we'll buy something else. But I don't know that we do. I think I tried before, and this is as much as I could get. But we spent 90, right? We only have 10 left. Let's nonetheless try shopping for equipment, things to hide behind, like shields. No, can't afford that. All right, quit to return to shop. Quit to leave the shop. Let's fight in the arena by pressing F. They might change their starting locations. You can see the A's there are the ants. The B is the bat. Big open-ass arena. Nothing else to report, sir. I'm using my number pad to walk around, bump to attack. This is another game like the last game we played, I think. It was, no, maybe not Smart Kobold. The one before that. Shop Doom, where monsters take a fucking beating. Sometimes when you hit them, as you'll see perhaps here, I hit him once. You hit the bat. Your second attack misses. a bit of a pain in the ass. I have to press space between, to get rid of messages. I can't press like enter on my number pad, which means I have to put my number pad down, which hurts my hands. What are you going to do? Such is life, right? Let me see about adjusting my desk more. Does that help? Maybe that helped. All right, let's try attacking again. You hit the bat. Your second attack misses. You can see I knocked him back. Sometimes that happens. Your first attack misses, but your second attack hits the ant. The ant misses you. Let's hit it again. The ant misses you. Your first attack misses, but your second attack hits the ant. Interesting that, let's try the bat again. Attacked it. Boom. Knocked its ass back. You can see we have injured 3. I think that's a percentage, I think. As far as I can tell, at least for the time being, this game comes down to very little by way of tactics. I can move a little bit just to, maybe clarify. Maybe only attack one thing at a time. Mostly it's just about moving towards the monsters as far as I can see. And pressing a space a lot. Oh, I think I killed it. The bat is knocked out. Like knocked out of the fight, I think that means. Probably not unconscious. Maybe it's unconscious. Maybe that explains why you can keep fighting on level 1, maybe. Oops, press the wrong button. Ant is knocked out. You can press space to do this, by the way. We can see over here, space opens up like a look command. We can see its level is 0, its power is 10, its attack, piercing 1, smashing 1, accuracy is 100%, versus me it's only 65%. I guess that takes into account perhaps my dodging and my armor? I don't know. Or no, my dodging is 35%, so it has a 35% chance of hitting me. Or no, of missing me. And then maybe I take off a damage when it hits me or something. Maybe it can occasionally do criticals. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Its dodge is 50% versus PWOW versus primary weapon, offhand weapon, or... Don't know what HW is. Head wound. I don't know. Injured, 28%, perhaps? Let's press space again to get out of that. Oops, I'm trying to... I don't know if you can pass your turn. I don't know if that's possible. Let's try looking at it again and see if we can see. We're injured up to 11, so we're obviously not immune to his attack with our 2 defense, even though his attacks are 1. I don't know how this works, per se. He's at 30 now. Was that better than or worse than before? Just trying to see if the number goes down. Come on. Okay, we killed it. I think. No, it just got knocked way the fuck back. Let's take a look at it again. Injured 36, so the number is going up. Oh, I can hit from a distance, maybe? Your second attack... Did I kill it? Did I win? What the fuck? Did I get knocked out? Am I dead? I won my first time last time. I don't know what the hell just happened, to be perfectly honest with you. We have 169 gold, though. Let's view our next opponents. 1 times the centipede, 1 times the bat, 1 times the ant. Maybe I beat it? I didn't quite notice. Maybe my first attack hit and killed it? Don't know. Let's see what we can do about buying an offhand weapon. Let's shop for equipment. Things to hide behind. Like a shield. B. Yeah, buy it. No Hylian emblems here. Sorry. I don't know what that means. Don't fight without a shield. Oh, I won't, sir. Let's try equipping things. Like change your offhand weapon. Oh, you can get a heavy weapon. That's what the W. That's what the H is for. Let's equip our shield. Yeah, wield it. You're at arena level 2. So I don't know what the level up means. Like I don't know what that's about. We could spend some money right now. We have 49 gold and nothing else to spend it on. I could spend it and see if my power or something goes up. Maybe that means level up. Let's try it. Let's press L. It's not a 1. It's an L. L for level up. We are now 2. It took off some gold and our power went up. Okay, it is. I misinterpreted. Let's spend the rest of our money on leveling up. Okay. We are now level 4. Did that affect our opponents at all? Nope. Still at arena level 2. Let's fight in the arena. Knock them out. Not a lot to comment on here, guys. Is our yeah, it looks like our health came back in between rounds. That's good. I don't think we've been hit yet. I'm not noticing any damage to us yet. Against the centipede, you hit. Did I knock the ant into it? I didn't really. The ant caroms against the centipede. Careens, or is that a word? Maybe it's a word I don't know of. Carom or carom. Your first attack misses, but your second attack hits the bat. The bat caroms against the centipede. The centipede is knocked out. I knocked it out without ever getting it. Okay, that's interesting. That's a new tactic we didn't know about. Try and knock monsters into others. Maybe I can knock it back against the wall. Can it carom off a wall? That doesn't matter. Your second attack hits the bat. The bat is knocked out. Yes. We have 184 gold, guys. What are we going to shop for? How about things to wear? Can we get better armor? We have 184. Let's get ring mail. Let's upgrade our armor a little bit. C. Yeah, buy it. Ring, ring. It's the mailman. Thank you. Come again. Cover that up, will you? What is he referencing? What is sticking out on me? Let's change our armor to ring mail. Yeah, wear it. I bet you my dodge goes down. My dodge is... So they'll hit me easier, but they'll do less damage because I now have defense 7. Ooh, substantially. Well, I didn't notice what it was with the other dealio. Let's level up once because we can. We're now level 5. Our power is 24. Let's view our next opponents. 1 dog, 1 centipede, and 1 bat. Let's fight in the arena. Let's try and make things carom off one another again. The bat hits you. Fuck that bat. I mean, this is mildly fun for what it is. Oops. What do you know about this? Anything? No, not really. Nothing of import. I mean, there's not a lot of tactics to it. So far, the only real tactic we've found is, deliberately hitting monsters and others and then trying to avoid being tag teamed, which is the same as any roguelike. But without any, there's no exploration to it. There's no finding anything. Even the monsters aren't randomized, of course, because it seems to be preset based on the level of the arena you're at. I wish I knew what level of the arena we were trying to get to. If there is a victory condition, maybe it's not. Maybe just keep going to like fucking level 100 or level 1000. I don't know. But we'll play as long as we can. So far, it's not proving that hard, even on medium. Difficulty might solely dictate as well, what you start with in terms of gold. I know at beginner, it looked like we started with 500 gold. I don't think we've been touched yet. I don't see any damage to us. I caromed that bitch. I'm gonna chrome you. Chrome. Alright, we did it. We now have 217 gold. Who are we up against? Just so I know. V for V. Okay, we gotta go to that first. 1 eyeball, 2 ants. I wonder if the eyeball has like a missile weapon. That would be interesting. If it can like shoot us or something, that would kind of suck. 2 parallels come to mind for this. I do have Metagaming's old game called Melee, which is primarily arena combat, although it has a much more detailed and interesting combat scenario at work than this, so far as I can tell offhand. It almost feels like it was kind of based on it, though. Also reminds me, of course, of what Elder Scrolls 1 Arena was originally meant to be, which is just arena combat after arena combat. Also reminds me of something else that I can't remember. So, deal with it. Let's look at shopping for equipment. Let's get a new stabbing implement. A falchion? Let's get a falchion. A falchion. Yeah, buy it! Swords, get your swords here. Get your weapons over here. Leave the shop. Let's change our primary weapon to a... We could do dual wielding maybe, but I like our shield. Yeah, wield it. Whatever it means. Paladins like them. All right, let's level up too because we can. Level up as much as we can. That's all we can. We're level 7. There was another parallel I wanted to bring up, and I've forgotten what that is, and I'm sorry for that. It looks like almost the bats could attack from a distance, unless they're ducking in, attacking, and then leaving. You hit the eyeball. Oh, the ant did slam against the wall. That is true. My first board game design, well, not my first board game design, my first adult board game design when I was like 13 was a game called DHL, the Death Hockey League. And it was a game about putting the enemy players into the net, dead or alive. But you could slam people against walls. You could body checking was still in it, in addition to using bladed sticks and explosive pucks and all kinds of shit. And attack sleds, and Killer Zamboni would come out in between periods to attack both sides and blah blah blah. But yeah, when you body checked, you could knock them back, and sometimes they'd knock into a wall and they'd take extra damage and blah blah blah. So it reminds me of that too. All right, that was an easy one. We have 213 gold. Let's view our next opponent by pressing V. Why is it not okay? I gotta get rid of this. 1 the fungus, 1 the dog, 1 the ant. I remember what I wanted to tell you about, and I'll tell you in a second. We have 213. Can we get better armor? Better shield? What if we just leveled the fuck out of ourselves? Let's just level up a lot. Alright, we're level 11. You lack the gold to level up. Well, next time I'll get you. Let's fight in the arena. Alright, I'm wondering if the fungus... No, I was like, I wonder if the fungus is stationary, but no, it is not. The fungus caroms against the ant. The fungus caroms against the ant. Fungus hits you. You hit it. I don't think I'm taking any more damage anymore. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Am I that well armored? If so, why? Yeah, it seems to be lacking a bit in tactics. The thing I was going to tell you about is, again, very, very early game design and of my own, which was kind of a pathetic game design. But when I was like, I don't know, 9 or 10, I got introduced to Dungeons & Dragons and got kind of obsessed with the concept. And I went through the basic Dungeons & Dragons manual and picked out 11 monsters and listed them on a sheet of paper in like ascending order of difficulty. And then I taught my little cousin, who was like probably 6 at the time, this ridiculously stupid game, which was you're in an arena, you had to fight the monsters one at a time. And whatever the first one was, to beat it, you had to roll 2 dice and get, maybe it was 10 monsters. You had to roll 2 dice and get a 3 or higher. If you did that, you killed it, and you move on to the next round. And then the next monster, you need to roll 4 or higher. Literally, it was just ascending dice rolls. How long can you keep rolling dice and beat the number provided up until you hit 11 or something? But to some degree, this reminds me of that. There doesn't seem to be a lot of tactics. A little bit. All right, what can we buy here? Let's shop for equipment. Let's press spaces. Stabbing implements? Nope. Can't get anything of that. Can we get things to hide behind? No. Can we get things to wear? No. Let's just hold on to what we got. So far it's been pathetically easy. Let's just hold on to what we got and keep going. 1 goblin, 1 fungus, 2 the ant. So that's 4. 4 monsters, guys. Terrifying times. Ooh. It must move towards me and I moved towards it, and that's why I encountered it where I encountered it. We are getting tag teamed here, but nothing's causing any damage to us that I can tell. Right? Killed 1 ant, I think. Oh no, I just knocked it back. I'm not utilizing any tactics here whatsoever. I'm not knocking anything into each other. I'm not maneuvering for that purpose. I'm just, whatever comes next to me, I attack it. And it seems to be getting the job done. Fungus equals dead. I don't see it anymore. It must have been killed. My fucking hands are going to wear out before the game does. If I'm only at goblins. Maybe my power dictates how far I slam things back. There's an ant up here. Let's hold on to our money. Like we've not taken any damage. Let's hold on to our money until we can afford. What is the top level of each thing? Let's see here. Oh, for God's sake, space. Stabbing implements. The top would be an anime sword. So at 1350 we can get that. Okay. Or Things to hide behind. A great shield is only 360. Let's buy that now. And then we'll have the best shield in the game. Don't fight without a shield. I'm not gonna. Yeah, buy it. Thank you. Come again. Press space. Q to return to shop. Q to return to shop. Let's change our offhand weapon to a great shield. Yeah, wield it. Our dodge is down to 5%, but we kick a lot of ass. Let's also take a look at armor. I don't know what the hell a heavy weapon is. I didn't see anything. I didn't see the ability to buy anything. Oh no, it's changing weapon. Ugh. The Emperor's new clothes. No. No way. I want ringmail. Yeah, wear it. Yeah, I don't see any way to buy a heavy weapon unless it becomes available later. Things to hide behind, things to wear, and stabbing implements. All I see. I don't know. Let's save the rest of our money. We got a new shield, right? Got a new shield. Heavy is feet. Oh, that's our heavy weapon. Maybe there's a way you can attack using your heavy weapon? I don't know. I haven't needed it yet. I didn't even check to see what we're fighting. But I hit that damn fungus. Still nothing is touching us. Aside from that first round, nothing is touching us. Harpy is knocked out. Probably because we slammed it against the wall. I wish you didn't have to press all the spaces. Just let me press any key to dismiss that. This wouldn't be a two-handed game. Okay, we got lots of money coming in. We have no reason to spend it. Let's fight in the arena. Let's view our next opponents after pressing space. 1 iguana, 1 dog, 1 centipede, 1 ant. Understood and not feared. I mean, obviously these things are getting tougher. It chromes off shit. Chrome that motherfucker. Again, utilizing no tactics because at the moment it doesn't seem like any tactics are necessary. Simple bumping is killing them and they're not hitting me, period. It does say it hit me. Do you see anywhere where it used to say like damage 3%? I'm not seeing any damage to me. Maybe it hit me and it just can't get through my defense. It might not be a very balanced game. I don't know. I also don't know if the difficulty only affects how your starting money. I assumed it did because there was a difference in starting money, and that would make some degree of sense. But we quickly compensate for that lack of money, so what do we care? I don't know that it's really that tough. It might make your first level or two trickier, I guess. All right, as far as I can tell, we're not getting hurt. Let's get nothing until we have 1,300 some odd, and then we'll buy an anime sword. View our next opponent. 1 times jelly, 1 times iguana, 1 times dog. Let's fight in the arena. Oh, it went right through it, but I don't know how that happened. You hit the jelly. The jelly Karome is against the iguana. You hit the jelly again. The jelly Karome is against the iguana. The jelly misses you. It looks like it hit the wall. You can see the wall changed color. All right, we have enough to buy. Let's shop for equipment. Let's press space. S. Let's get stabbing implements. Let's buy an anime sword. Yeah, buy it. Thank you. Come again. Leave the shop. Let's equip our anime sword. What? Is that a heavy weapon? Cancel. Let's stick with the falchion. Yeah, wield it. Did I not buy it? I have no more money. Let's change our heavy weapon. Anime sword. Your feet. Is there like, do I need to do something to... Our attack, our dodge is now negative 45%. Like they already had a 100% chance to hit us. What does that mean? They're really going to hit us now. I don't know what this, like, I don't know what I do with that anime sword. Do I just do more damage? Or do I need to use some sort of special attack? Well, whatever it is. Let's also take a look at shopping for equipment and looking at stabbing implements. So we'll save up for a great sword next, unless that's a two-hander. I don't know. Let's try it anyway. Let's leave the shop. 1 Komodo, 1 jelly, 1 dog, 1 centipede, 2 times ant. Oh, he's facing 6 ass monsters now. 6 ass. Still nothing's hurt us. Did I kill that damn thing? Yeah, something got knocked out. Again, I'm going toe-to-toe with all of them, and it doesn't seem to be making a huge difference. I don't see any indication I've been hurt. I mean, maybe I am being hurt and it's just not reporting it. But I don't see any indication that I am. Meanwhile, I'm chroming a bunch of shit. Not so much as a point of damage that I can tell. For God's sakes. Got rid of those ants, man. It's definitely taking a while, isn't it? Let's batter this thing against the wall if we can. Definitely taking a beating. Killed it. Killed it. Alright, everything's dead. We could... Let's do it. Let's shop for equipment. Oh, I forgot the express space. Shop for equipment. Let's get stabbing implements. Let's get a great sword, which is gray. So therefore it's probably a primary weapon. Let's change our primary weapon to a great sword. It's not listed. Let's see if I just wasted my money on a... Cancel. How the fuck do I do this? Oh, whatever. B. Yeah, wield it. Change our heavy weapon. Alright, that's apparently a waste of time. A. Yeah, wield it. What was that, by the way? What did that say? It's ginormous. How do you carry it? Yeah, wield it. Alright, we just wasted our money. We're saving up for the last thing to buy, and then everything else will go into leveling up. And that will be... Oh, fuck off. Stick with our ring mail. Yeah, wear it. Let's shop for equipment. Things to wear. Plate mail at $25.60. The fuck? Let's save up for it. In the meantime, we'll just keep fighting... Oh, I didn't even notice what I'm fighting. Komodo, dog, eye, leprechaun. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea what that is. I don't want an hour or two of this. No offense. No offense to the creator. It's, it's thematically, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to think of just going to this thing and constantly doing these battles. But there's not a lot to the, that's a Lamia, by the way. There's just not a lot to the damned tactics. And as far as I can tell, I mean, literally, I'm all that maneuvering just to fucking try and knock it against the other one. I'm not getting hurt. It's like, what the... There's just no challenge here. The only challenge is, literally, can my real-world body hold out against this? And I don't know the answer to that. I would like to play this through to completion, and I'll keep playing for a little bit for sure. But if there's no save option, we may hit a point where I'm just like, either I'll pause the recording and stitch two recordings together later, go take like a couple hours break just to rest my arms, or I will abandon it. We'll see. I can see where he's coming from with this conceptually. Some I don't know, opponents that use missile weapons, opponents that have special attacks, some variants to the arena layout, perhaps. I don't know. Any of these things could have spiced things up instead of just being bump and bump and bump and bump. I knocked the Lamia out with the dog. Everything's dead. We're heading towards plate mail armor. Let's view our next opponents by pressing space. Monkey, Lamia, Bat, Ant. Where are the dragons? I'm ready for fucking dragons, man. Fight in the arena. Even having wasted copious amounts of money, I'm still finding this just like crazy easy. Let's try pressing H for heavy attack. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I'm assuming it's just like combined. I don't know how I'm using an anime sword and a falchion and a great shield. Unless it's strapped to my foot. Bat's way the fuck down there. I slammed that thing back so far, it was like 3 counties over. Slam you into the middle of the next arena. In some ways, it reminds me a little tiny bit of another game we reviewed a while back called Berserk. Although the only thing I didn't like about Berserk was it had no victory condition. It was purely about live as long as you can. And frankly, it had a lot more tactics to it than this. The monsters were more varied. There was more, you had missile weapons with finite ammo and this kind of thing to worry about. I haven't made this statement in a while, so I'm going to make it again, and that's to say that I right now I apologize if I'm in any way sounding disparaging of this game or any other. I remember I played Shop Doom and I muttered I'd played better games. I want to be clear that somebody made a fucking 7-day roguelike. Somebody made a roguelike in 7 days, and it was, even Shop Doom was fun. I genuinely enjoyed playing it, so please don't mistake such comments for, I don't know, they're not meant to insult or condemn any of the creators here because they've done something amazing no matter how you cut it. But it doesn't change the fact that, given the the frequency with which I play these games and the frequency with which I sample new games, I do have tastes that develop and things that I, have seen done better or worse in other games. So it's also kind of unfair to not comment on such things. Okay, do we have enough for armor? Things to wear. Nope. After the next one we will, though. Let's just fight in the arena without even looking at what we're fighting. It looks like a monkey. I'm going to guess a naga, but who knows? A dog and a centipede. Ooh, I love it when they line up like this. Watch this. Boom. You hit the centipede. The centipede chromes against the ninja. Oh, okay. You hit the centipede again. The centipede chromes against the ninja. The ninja chromes against the monkey. The centipede hits you. Fuck you, centipede. Keep an eye open, as always, for any damage showing up. Oh, injured. 1. We have 1 damage. The ninja hits you. Your first attack misses, but yours... Okay, so we actually have a threat to us now. Let's try and chrome other things into it. What's going on? Why can't I move? Am I dead or something? Have I lost? Does my keypad give out? I think my number pad just gave out. Give me a second here, guys. Can't tell if it's the battery just died, which would suck. No, it's back. Alright. Oh, maybe it did. Give me a second. I may have to pull a battery out of an old mag light here. Let me pull a new battery out and see if that's in any way useful. I mean, I'm grateful to have this number pad. It came like overnight, which is nice. I'm grateful to have it if for no other reason than that it lets me keep playing these games. But I'm not entirely sure it's at a quality level I would quite appreciate. It seems to have fixed it, putting a new battery in. Maybe it was just the battery. All right. The ninja hits you, but I hit that guy too easy. He's definitely hurting me. Thank God we're getting our plate mail next. Upgrading our armor not by 1 level, but by 2. We might reach a level where, like, we might be hitting a level soon, where the monsters are going to be hitting us no matter what armor we're wearing, etc. In which case, then tactics will come into play of trying to, maneuver to knock one into the other, etc. Which would be good for tactics. It'd be good to have that spiced up a little. But it feels like the pace of that that should be present by, at most the 2nd level. You should be having to think about tactics. I don't think you can pause. If you could have paused, I would have paused and let them come to me, but I can't figure out how to pass your turn. 5 doesn't work on the keypad. Let's try 0. No. It's just a lot of keystrokes. You can definitely see where this designer Ed Kolis was going with the concept. And I can see how without absent testing it, I can see where you think this might work and be fun. It's just it's working in terms of as a simulation. I guess it's working, but I'm not finding it terribly fun. Other than the theme is mildly fun. Oh yay, my cat's eating again. This morning I had to bring my littlest one. Oh, there we go. Let's get the armor. Let me purchase new armor. Shop for equipment. Press space. Shop for equipment. Things to wear. Plate mail. Yeah, buy it. Something about a shrubbery. I think it must be the Knights Who Say Knee reference. Come again. Alright, return to the shop. Leave the shop. I'll tell you about her in a minute. I don't want to mention her name while she's eating. Makes it sound like she's a demon who will appear, but no, I'll explain why in a minute. Our dodge is down to 55%. Our defense is up to 22. We have literally the best equipment that can be purchased ever. Everything else we spent on leveling up, so let's level the Christ at ourselves. Okay. I'm going to guess that's an orc down there. I probably should have looked. Still meeting ants. Doesn't seem like it's hurting me anymore. Octopus is what that is, not an orc. Fighting an octopus in the arena. Good job, baby. I should get her some more in a second. I gotta stop this game soon to get her some food. So my littlest one, Kiri, my littlest cat, has been losing weight. Apparently, I may have mentioned this before. She's been losing weight literally since we got her 10 years ago. She's been losing weight. Every single weigh-in she's had, she's lost a little bit of weight from the last time. But the last time we had weighed her in, she had lost a lot. We could visibly see she had lost a lot. Like 20% of her body mass or something like that had disappeared over the course of a year. So we were quite worried. We got blood tests done and the blood tests have come back so far more or less negative. Like there's nothing they're particularly worried about. They said to spend a month and feed her high-calorie food, see if we can get her to eat that way. I guess it's working. I'm observing her eat. I have to feed her like 10 or 12 times a day and monitor her so the other one doesn't come in and eat it because he gets jealous that she's getting special food and then he either eats it and he doesn't need to gain weight, that's for sure. He has the opposite problem. Or he gets jealous and attacks, which sucks. So it's a constant. It's like a full-time job making sure she's eating. She's 8 now, which is nice. Anyways, we had her in. I had to bring her in today. My wife's at work today. I usually work evenings. She works days, which is part of how we can pull off feeding this cat on a rotating basis. But I brought the cat in to be weighed, and it gained a bit of weight. It gained about, in the past month of our feeding it super high protein, no grain food with high calories, expensive stuff. She's gained about 0.18 pounds, which the vet tech seemed to think was good news. Seemed to think it was good for a cat to gain that much in a month. It seemed very small to me, but whatever. I'll take the win. So she said for now, let's bring her home and continue doing what you're doing. And then we'll give you a call shortly, and if there's something else that needs to be done, we'll tell you. After she talks to the vet herself. That was just the vet tech giving us her thoughts. So stressful morning, bringing my kids. The octopus is not moving. I don't know if that's a special ability of the octopus or if it's okay. It's just heavier. I think as we continue playing, we're going to find that these monsters are heavier and heavier and harder to knock back. Nothing's hurting me anymore, though, for the moment with the plate mail. Anyway, so I was just pleased to look over and see that she was eating the last few scraps on her plate. She does have dry food out that she could eat if she wanted to, but like special dry food that's just for her. But I'll get her some more wet food as soon as this game's done. Whatever will get the job done, whatever keep her eating. This is an exercise in keystrokes, nothing more. My left arm is starting to ache. Hit that octopus against the wall. Let's chrome this guy into the fungus. Oh, it worked. I think. Maybe the first attack is with the primary weapon, the second attack's with the heavy weapon, or vice versa. I don't know. Look how long this is taking to kill this fucking octopus. Best weapons in the game. And reasonably high level, I would assume. And it's just fucking constant key presses. Let's take a look at it after this. Injured 105, so it's not a percentage per se. Power 113 is what it has. Maybe that's also its health. In which case we have 160. It's at 108 out of 113 if that's accurate. 110. 112. So if we hit it again, it's dead if those two factors are true. Okay, so your power is also your health, or maybe not even also. I assumed it had something to do with how far you knock things back, which may also be true, or maybe it's just your health. I don't know. All right, level up constantly. We're level 21. 1 times protoplasm. For fuck's sakes. 2 times lamias. Alright. We're coming up on the 1 hour mark, guys. And this is a pretty... As I said, it feels interesting as a simulation to a small degree. It is not a fun game, at least not at this stage. And especially not to a guy whose fucking arms are, literally damaged. And therefore who has to worry about the level of key presses he's doing. Get rid of these fucking spacebar presses. You're killing me. If I only had to press once and it just give me smaller text. I don't know. Or don't give me any text. I don't give a shit. Has 135 fucking power. We done 53 to it. If I knew... I'm going to try shift in an attack. Your first attack misses, but your second attack hits the... I don't know if that makes a difference. Maybe not. I don't know. Without a... let's try a question mark. No. The old standby. I thought maybe that would tell us... Oh my dear Lord. If we hit the 1 hour mark, I will stop recording, leave it running, go do something else, and make 2 videos out of this. Though I think you'll hate me for making this do a 2 video game. Now, you know that wall there has gone from white to gray and then to gone. I wonder if I hit it again. Let's take a look at it first. How much health does it still have? 190. It's injured at 196, so I guess the power thing is not... Interesting. The power is not the issue here. It does have poisoning. You see that? It's got poisoning 9. There are different types of attack, kind of. But when I hit it again, I was wondering if I could knock it through the hole, like knock it out of the arena. Maybe that happened. I don't know. Let's press L a lot to level up, because there's nothing else to buy. All right. What are we at? I didn't even see what it said where we're going to. 1 times a quasit. 1 times an octopus. Fucking octopus. 1 times a jelly. Our power is 640. It seems to be like exponential or something. Wasn't it like 160 a minute ago? All right. Fight in the arena. Let's get the Quasit just in case that matters. They can't hit me again. This is ridiculous. Or if they can, they're not hitting me very often. I'm trying to do this to hit them against the wall. Speed the process up. Jelly's knocked out. Run out of things to talk about here, guys. Been watching Star Trek: The Original Series lately. I'd never watched it in its entirety before. It used to be a dream of mine to watch all the Star Treks chronologically. I'm not doing that right now. I'm watching them chronologically according to release rather than chronologically in terms of story. But I came across one the other day that was the closing episode of second season called Mission Earth, I think it was called. And it had a weird feeling to it. Like the characters were better defined than you often see for background characters in a Star Trek. Oh, I killed it. And the effects were a little better than you often see, and there were some references by the main characters about these secondary characters. It made me think they were trying to launch a spin-off, and it turns out that's true. I did the research. I was quite pleased to discover that. Apparently there had been a pilot script for a show called, I might have the title wrong, something like Mission Number Earth or Objective Earth. I think it was Mission Earth. And it got passed by NBC, so they worked it into a Star Trek episode as like an attempt to gain a fan base for the show and then launch it via that. It was kind of cool. I also, in the process of reading about that, I've seen apparently those characters from that single episode have come back in multiple like comic books and novels and this kind of thing, which is interesting to see. The spinoff may not have worked; they never got their show, but they did get continued in fandom. There was also a novel, might be called Levels. I don't think that's what it's called, but that's what I'm thinking of. And it might be by somebody named Klein. But it's a novel about dimensional travel, I guess. And a little girl comes through a dimensional door, or comes through to our dimension, and she has with her a cat named Isis, which incidentally was one of my wife's cats when she was younger. But she has it with her, this cat named Isis, and Jesus, this thing just doesn't want to die. It's only at 43. Fuck. And Isis was the name of the cat that the main character had in Mission Earth, and the little girl in the book from the other dimension says she named her cat after her favorite television show, Mission Earth. And apparently in the book she knows nothing about this TV show called Star Trek. So I thought it was a very fun conceit on somebody's part. Somebody took the time in their novel to make an alternate universe where this pilot did get picked up and Star Trek didn't. And I just thought that was a fucking hilarious, brilliant idea. And I tell you this because I've run out of other things to talk about here. And this fucking octopus is just the bane of my existence. 61, what the fuck? I think we're going to call it... No, I'll do one more level. I'll do one more level after this. No, I'm not going to. My arms are starting to fucking go crazy here. I'm going to stop recording after this arena. And I'm going to go fucking hang out in the other room and like rest my back and my arms and shit. And I'll leave the game running because I don't know how to save it. I don't think there is a way to save it. Therefore, I'll just leave it running in the background and hope my cat doesn't step on my keyboard. And I'll come back and start recording again later, and we'll get a second action-packed episode of Smash Arena. There's no way you're enjoying this. I defy you to tell me you're enjoying this. Again, clever conceit. I can see why you'd think, okay, this is a possibility why this might be an interesting game, but the actual execution leaves a lot to be desired, as it turns out. I'm breaking the wall. Breaking the fourth wall. If I hit it again, is it gone? If I knock it back... Oh, no, it still says slams against the wall. Okay. So I guess not. Maybe the next time it did. I don't know. All right, guys. I'm going to level up by pressing L a lot. There. Power 905. I'll return with more excitement in a little bit. For now, I'm going to stop recording because holy shit, I'm tired. That wore me out. Like fighting in a real arena. I'll return in an hour or two and we'll see what we can do. Talk to you soon. There we go. All right, my friends. I am back for some more pain and suffering. Let's press V to view our next... Let's get our fucking thing up here first. 1 second. Get the thing up. Okay, there we go. Press into it. Look like... Okay, V. 1 rhinoceros, 1 Komodo, 1 jelly, 2 goblins, 1 fungus, 1 dog, 1 centipede, 2 ants. There's a lot of shit coming at us. Here's the weird thing of it, as far as I can tell. We're going to start getting more and more powerful monsters, like the ninja when it showed up. Although the ninja no longer seems to be able to penetrate our defenses, it's possible the rhinoceros could. I don't think there's anything else in there that can hurt us, so numerically having them there is not an issue. If anything, it's only a benefit to us to have more things between us and the rhino, more things to batter into the rhino. I don't know. I don't know that, 2 ants, literally, as far as I can tell, I mean, I'm not privy to the coding. I don't know what the actual methodology of determining a hit is, but as far as I can tell, those 2 ants cannot hit us no matter what they do. So, kind of stupid. Anyways, let's fight the next arena. Okay. Where's the R for rhino? There it is. Let's get things between us and it. And let's start knocking things towards it, trying to carome things into the rhino. It spelled rag there for a minute. Almost ragdoll. Ragd. Again, we're not getting hurt, period. I don't know if the rhino could hurt us or not. Maybe it could. Rhino doesn't seem to be able to hurt me either, so this might just be pointless. This might be just an exercise in pressing left and space a lot. I'm trying to hit other things into it just to fucking try something else. Alright, I don't seem to be able to move to a position where I can carome shit into each other. It's just going to be an exercise in literal forearm pain trying to kill this rhino. Ugh. A tip for all roguelike designers. Period. Do not ever rely on a single key like spacebar to get you through this shit. To get you through these messages. Either have an option that allows you to turn messages off entirely, or like just skip all through them all, or allow you to press any key. Because this would be a lot easier on my arms if I could just press any fucking key. Pressing spacebar repeatedly makes this a two-handed affair. And it frankly hurts. Been lowering my desk a little, see if that helps. And look how many times, like, 1 attack. So 1 key press, 2 key presses, 3 key presses, 4 key presses, 5 key presses, 6 key presses, 7 key presses, 8 key presses. 8 key presses to effect 1 attack. That is unacceptable. Sorry to break it to you. Unacceptable. Doesn't matter which one I attack. Like this is there's no gain to be made by saying, okay, I'm going to attack this direction. I guess I'm going to attack the D to hopefully kill the C faster. There is no monster here capable of hurting me. Period. Or they would have done so by now. So this is just a question of how can I minimize the number of key presses required to progress to the next level. That is what this game is at this point. Got a diamond of monsters around me there. The faster I kill one, it's one less thing attacking me, one less time I have to press spacebar maybe between attacks. Might have got the ant. Yeah, look, the ant was knocked out. Centipede's knocked out because I knocked the dog into it. Like, I actively want something to come along and kill me now. I'd rather that. If winning entails like going, particularly longer, I'd rather just have something kill me. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to fucking beat this game or not on its own terms to explore as much as we can of it. And because I've put this much into it, it'd be nice to win, but I would prefer to lose than to absorb more pain. If it's just me and the rhino, 3 key presses gets me through it. So the objective now is to bat everything else away. So it can just be me and the rhino. I mean, obviously kill everything else, but just batting it away alone means 2 key presses or 3 key presses to get through the next turn. If I can even get in a rhythm, that's not so bad. Not as bad. Fuck you, rhino. I don't believe Alon the Stick gonna kill this rhino. Or this goblin or this fucking Komodo dragon. I don't know if you can hear the rhythm of my keystrokes. I messed it up. If I could just hold down one key, that would do it, right? If I could just hold down... What if I held down space, no? Is this working? This says something about hitting us. It says something about worse. Seems to be doing something. Am I hurting it at all? Injured it. 27. Are you fucking kidding me? I have done 27 damage to it. What the Christ? Holy shit. Is the goblin fucking dead? Just die, other monsters. Let's go deliberately try and kill the goblin. Whatever that takes. Have one less thing to worry about. Okay, the goblin's dead. Let's go kill the fucking Komodo dragon, whatever that takes. Komodo dragon's dead, right? Alright, we're going to hold down a space key and just press northeast. You can see it's injured 27 still. Am I not hurting it at all anymore? Maybe it's not working. What if I hold down this key? What if I hold down northeast and space together? Is that doing anything? I've seen things about hit and miss. Let's try and see if it's getting hurt more. It's still at 27. We have not been hurt. I hit it. I hit it. It hits me. It's still 27. I hit it. I hit it. It hits me. Still at 27. Guys, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do here? If I knew for sure there was a way to... Let's try shift. And worse than a bull when in China shops. That's what the word worse was. I tried shift and attacking. Does that make a difference? No. Holding down the northeast. Holding down the space. I can see the words up there saying like you hit, and that kind of thing you miss. If I'm damaging it, if that's possible... I mean, allegedly this would eventually hurt it. I'm going to do this for a few minutes. And then I'm going to check on its fucking status. We've obviously hurt it at some point. Did we only hurt it by caroming things into it? Is that it? It's still at 27, guys. Let's lure it over here. As close as we can to the wall. Can I knock it aside at all? Is that possible? Can I knock it into the wall in any way? Can I get it to come... Alright, now it's against the wall. Alright, if it's possible, then this will be knocking it into the wall, right? Slamming it against the wall. You hit, you hit, you hit, you hit, you hit, you hit. $27. I don't know that we are capable of ending this, guys. I don't know there's a way to end this. Can we walk through that gape in the wall? Is that possible? Like if we can't hurt it and it can't hurt us, then we're just stalemating. I don't know that there's any way to deal with this, period. I'm going to try pressing different A. W for wield. I may accidentally press a button that ends the game, guys. If I do, really no great loss. We know what this is. Its power is 190, piercing 3, smashing 8, accuracy 75%, 116% versus me. Defense is 8. I guess the defense is the big thing, right? Its dodge versus PWs is 10% versus OWs is 48% versus HWs is 10%. We know we're hitting it. That's not the issue. It's not a question of can we hit it. The question is can we damage it. I for inventory. E for equipment. P for primary weapon. Let's try H for heavy attack weapon. Let's try O for offhand weapon. Yeah, we're just not hurting it anymore, guys. We may have lost the game merely by killing everything else. We can't get out that hole. We can't go through there. Let's try and drag it up here. Maybe we can knock it through. Kiwi! Come here. What are you yelling about? Oh, come on, fucking rhino. I've had it with you. Alright, let's keep pressing buttons. W, E, R, T, Y, U, I, O, P, A, S, D, F, G. Kiri, stop yelling. H, J, K, L, Z, X, C, V, B, N, M, comma, period, question mark, underscore. I'm going to try the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. F keys. What's your problem, baby? Guys, I'm out of options. Control and attack. Control and attack in a direction does nothing. Shift does the normal attack, as far as I can tell. Caps lock on. Just try space and still the same amount of injured. Guys, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. There's no way to... I can try Q. Dare I try Q? Nope. I can try escape. Dare I? Let's try this tilde key. No. I'll try one last little bit of this and see if we can get it to 28. We have not seen its injury level climb since the other monsters disappeared. I'm guessing that quote-unquote roaming monsters into it was damaging it a little bit. And once they were gone, we can't hurt it. Now, if it could kill us, that'd be a different story. It'd be like, okay, you need to learn that strategy of you have to use the other monsters to kill it. But if I can't kill it and it can't kill me, this is just ridiculous. Maybe occasionally I get like 1 point of damage through. I don't know. If I can't find a way to kill it, I'm just going to merge these into one video. You won't get two. It's still 27, guys. I'm going to press escape. Did nothing. The rhinoceros hits me. Oh no. Did it? Did it hit me? Oh fuck. Let's try, knocking into the wall. Every once in a while I see something blipping beneath the dodge. Oh, or it's because we're getting the... Every once in a while we're getting the space bar, like, visualizing it instead of the hit. $27. Our only hope that I can see, and it is a fucking slim hope, is to lure it... fuck. Here. Fuck. And there was a thin hope once in a while that maybe we were knocking things out of the arena. If so, I doubt it was true. It was just coincidence that they were standing in front of a gaping hole like that. All right, guys. I'm calling it there. I think Smash Arena has ended in a stalemate. So while I'll continue doing this while I tell you my thoughts, which should be plentifully obvious. I do genuinely like the idea. An arena-based roguelike, certainly we've seen those before, but I mean, just purely you are thrown into an arena, buy equipment in between, and fight different monsters. It could work. It would need to be more elaborate rather than just bump to attack, because that just becomes very, very dull. More importantly than that, you cannot have it so that you can't have it where you reach a point where the monsters can't hurt you. And you can't have it at a point where you can't hurt monsters. As an example, in Caverns of Zascasian 2, and I of course I often hold up my own game as an example of what, my thoughts on roguelikes, and I apologize. I'm not trying to hold it up as an exemplar. It is purely details I know about what goes on behind the scenes. You have an attack rating, you have a defense rating. Essentially, for your character, you have a dexterity and a defense rating. Monsters have an attack rating and defense rating. The higher your defense, the less likely monsters are to hit you. Likewise for monsters, the higher their defense, the less likely you are to hit them. But no matter how bad that gets, no matter how high their defense, they could have a defense of 25 billion. You can't get less than a 10% chance to hit them, and they can't get less than a 10% chance to hit you. That's to make sure, no matter what, you can't stalemate. You could be a character level 45 with 5,000 hit points somehow. I don't know how you do that, but you could. And theoretically, a kobold could kill you, a kobold. Because it could get a lot of lucky 10% hits, and you could, there's no 10% chance to miss, so maybe you'd kill it, but you see what I'm saying. It could hurt you, that's for sure, if not kill you. All right, we're going to check one last time on the count of 3. If it is still at 27, we're calling it here. 1, 2, 3. 27. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed Smash Arena. The game that makes me want to smash my keyboard. Again, Ed Kolis, cool idea, but it's stalemated, man. It's broken. The game is broken. I'll include a link to where you can find it if you want to see if you can beat it. Maybe if you... I don't know how you could ever beat that Rhinoceros unless you concentrated only on knocking monsters into it, and presumably there's more monsters to come. I assume Rhinoceros is not the top of the food chain. So, I don't know. If anybody knows how to play this, if anybody knows I'm doing something wrong, if there's a way to use my... If there's a way to switch weapons, maybe there's a different weapon I could use that does, would have a different effect against him. If there's a way to use my heavy weapon instead of my main weapon, or if there's a way to bash with a shield or something, tell me. But we tried every key there and got no indication that there was any change. Almost every key. So I'm not thinking. Let's try plus or minus on the numpad. Let's get out of space. Plus, minus, multiply, divide, 5, 0, period, enter. Nope, that's it, guys. Take the numlock off. Yeah, numlock or not, it seems to work. This is the numlock, off, I guess. Just interesting to note, but it's still 27. See ya.